Your mind is made up of your habits, your insecurities, your failures. There's a lot of things that your mind is already made up on. So even though you have goals about next year, your mind is already made up full of stuff that you got to deal with. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to start asking yourself the better questions. So that conversation is all there. So today, what I wanted to do is I want to talk to you about opening your eyes. Now, it's a play on words, but I've been thinking about this and I was trying to figure out a good way to kind of put this together. So let me give you what I mean by opening your eyes. Insecurities, intentions, and interest. That's what I mean when I say open your eyes. You can put that down in the chat. Insecurities, intentions, and interest. That's what I mean by open your eyes. Insecurities, intentions, and interest. This is something that for me has been a very difficult mental journey, I will say. And the only reason why I say it's difficult is because I'm having to acknowledge where I sit before I open my eyes. And sometimes that might be that self-awareness part is the difficult part. It's not having the conversation. It's more about just being self-aware. So let's talk about opening your eyes. I believe personally, and this is just my thought. Some people may say, that, it might not always matter, but it matters to me. So let me say, I truly believe that all of us are meant for more than what we have right now. And I'm gonna show you what I mean when I go through this about opening your eyes. Insecurities, intentions, and interest. I'm gonna break all three of these down. I believe personally we're all meant for more than what we have right now. And I don't care if right now your life is the best it's ever been. You're actually built for more. You know how I know that? Let's talk about capacity for a second. This is crazy. This one should make sense to all of us, all right? So let's talk about capacity for a second. Right now, if some of you are single, so when you're single, you desire the relationship to be with another person. But in order to do that, you have to expand your capacity in order to allow for somebody else to invade your space, to invade your heart, to invade your trust, to invade your mind, to invade your routines, right? That means somewhere inside of you, you literally have capacity for more, right? Then you get with a person. Now you're married, right? And then your capacity increases even more because guess what happens? Now you have capacity because now you're going, I want children of my own that I bring into this world, that I groom, that I raise, that I nurture. And now your capacity increases more. So now your capacity is going from just being selfish you to the person you're with, to children. And then some of us, right, have now capacity where we're going, I want to adopt, or I've got the capacity to take care of my loved ones and my seasoned family members while they're elderly. You don't. So when I say you're built for more, that's what I mean, right? What I mean is all of us are built for more than we have right now. The way I know that is because our capacity, sometimes our capacity gets tested, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It means that it's there. But I will tell you, stretching never feels good. I don't care who you are, right? If you ain't been in the gym in a minute and then you go work out, man, that hurts, right? But the more you do it, the more you realize, wow, I could do a lot more, right? So why do I say open your eyes? Because insecurities, intentions, and interest are what I consider where you need to open your eyes about. Let's start with insecurities. You got to be honest about your insecurities. Like if your intention, if what you want, let's put it that way, for next year is going to actually happen. Would you like to be able to know exactly what you need to do to scale and grow faster your side business?
Well, look no further. You should jump into right now the Side Business Challenge. That's right. The Side Business Challenge is where it's at. I'm actually helping you as a corporate professional build and scale your side business faster, because that's the name of the game. I know you've been looking for a place to, how do I take what I'm doing and actually make it work to be creating a real revenue generating business? Well, join thesidebusinesschallenge.com. You do not want to miss it, because when you jump in, it's 5 days, 1 hour where I am helping you build a successful side business. I'm Chris Williams. I built my first successful side business to over 6 figures, and I've helped countless people do the same. And now I've got a challenge just for you. You know you've been wanting to build it. You know you want to make it for real, and you want to make it something legitimate that at least, what if all it did was pay all of your household bills? Could you imagine being able to go to work every day and all of your household bills are paid without leveraging your job money? Oh yeah, I can teach you that. And inside of the Side Business Challenge, I'm showing you how to level up inside of your career so that you show up in a big way. Yes, having that side business will teach you so much more than just money. Jump into thesidebusinesschallenge.com. I look forward to seeing you there.
You've got to face the music about the insecurities that you have about reaching those goals. Like, here's a personal question. Earlier on Facebook, I posted a question and I asked about, why do you struggle? Why do you think you struggle with pulling the trigger on paying for some sort of coaching or something that's going to help you start to achieve whatever it is that you want next? And I got back some really cool responses. Some people said, well, I feel like my money's capped because I'm only making but so much on my salary. And the words were, my money's spoken for. And that's fair. I get it, right? You have a certain job, you only make but so much, and you know there's something you want to do, but you got to pay maybe for some coaching and some other things. But then that might not just be something that's available, right? And so sometimes you feel like, man, I wish I had the money too, or whatever the case may be, right? So I understand that. But I want to help us if I can. I want us to understand that our insecurities a lot of times are deeper than the initial thing that we feel. For example, if I take that same situation, what I know for me and why I a lot of times was skeptical about paying for things like coaching, buying a program, or whatever the investment was because I felt like if I put my money into it and it doesn't work, I just lost money. That's what my insecurities did for me. So I shied away from investing money into certain coaching and programs and certain things because what's happening? Oh man, what's going on? I see you. I got people over here on IG hitting me up. Good to see y'all. What's crazy about, your insecurities is your insecurities play tricks on you when you start talking about actually achieving your goals. They play tricks on you. Like, for example, you want more, but your insecurities about you, about how you're going to look, how you're going to sound, what people are going to say, cause you not to go do it. Like, for example, some of us think, you're right. You're absolutely right, Melody. Yeah, you got to invest money. You got to invest money. And I'm going to tell you what I've learned about investing money when it comes to myself. That investment of money is not about the actual transaction. You know what it is for me? And maybe this is for you. The reason why I say you got to open your eyes, insecurities, intentions, and interests, because with insecurities, let me tell you what happens when I give money into investing into myself. I'm betting on myself. And that doesn't always feel good to people. Because what we know is my real insecurity is failing. I don't like to fail. So that insecurity of failure plays a trick on me because while I need to invest in myself so I can learn a new skill and adapt something, and while failure is a part of success, I won't give it because I'm afraid of failure. So guess what I do? Absolutely nothing. Like I absolutely won't. It plays a trick on you. As much as you want, you're frustrated in the middle because you won't take action, but yet you're still sitting there. And by the way, a whole nother year will roll by and you will have achieved nothing. So I want to be honest with everybody, all right? My IG fam is going live, going crazy right now. I just want to be honest with us right now. All right. I want to be honest with us about, you got to open your eyes. And insecurity is the first eye you got to open. You got to be honest with yourself and really say, like, look, okay, why haven't I paid for that coaching yet? Why haven't I bought into that program? Why didn't I go after that certification? Why is it year after year after year, I get to another December and I still ain't done it? What's the problem? Why does this keep happening to me? Right? It's because you haven't opened your eyes. You haven't opened yourself up to the insecurities that you face. You got to be honest about that. All right. That's the first eye. The other, okay, opening your eyes. Here's the second one. So insecurity is the first one. The second one is your intentions. You got to open up your intentions. You have to dream again. You gotta start believing. By the way, I'm going to tell you something that I struggled with for quite a while that is finally I'm breaking up some of the hard ground. It's like trying to break through cement, right? Sometimes these things that we have in our mind, it is hard to break through cement, but boy, once you break through it, you might find some good soil underneath, right? So here's why I struggled with believing in myself and dreaming and thinking I could have more. Because there were no real examples of people that I could actually touch and walk through their door and seeing them have it. I didn't have a real example of that. I have a lot of people talking about it. They're good at the talk game. But if you really pull back the curtain on their life, they didn't really have anything else going on. They played a good role, and I'm not mad at people who do that because maybe they're in the process of believing. But I think there's stages into believing in yourself. So why do I say open your eyes and the second eye is intention? Because I think there's stages that you go through in order to start believing in yourself, to open up your intentions. Let me give those to you. The first stage is being willing to acknowledge you want more. That's the first stage of intention. And the reason why I say that is because I think when you start really believing that you want more, it forces you down a path of saying, okay, if I want more, what more is possible for me, right? And for some people, that's a scary conversation to have. And I'm going to tell you the principle that hurts a lot of us. The principle is we're afraid to put hope into something because it just might not work out. So some of us have idled our hope down so low that we're not hoping for nothing. We don't hope for nothing. Matter of fact, we punch at hope every day, every hour. We knock it away. We don't hope for anything because if I start hoping, I'm going to start dreaming. And if I start believing, and if it don't work out, then I'm feeling defeated, or I feel, let me know if that's you. Tell me in the comments if you've ever felt like that before, right? Like I'm giving you the 3 stages of your intentions, right? Like, how do you get to a place where you can be clear about your intentions? Well, the first one is I got to start opening up and believing that that's something that I can actually have. I got to ask myself that question, right? The second stage of getting to your intention is once I've opened myself up, is I got to be willing to explore a lot of stuff and different people and different places and different things. What do I mean by that? Y'all, every Sunday after church, on my way home, I used to drive through the neighborhoods of people in $1 million houses. Every Sunday, I used to just drive for hours. I would drive until the sun went down and just look at what was going on. Oh, that family's over there just in the yard with their kids, just enjoying this big yard. Oh, I see over here, this guy's over there washing his car. Man, yeah, I like washing my car. I can't wait to be able to do that in a house one day. Oh, I see this house is being worked on over here. They're kind of fixing, maybe a window or working on the roof of that nice house. Oh, I see this couple has a few friends over. Man, I can't wait until I can do that with my friends, right? Or I would peer through a window and they're enjoying, their favorite television show with, or sports thing with, their friends and their family and loved ones. Like, I would drive and look at how people who lived like what I was interested in kind of exploring, how do they live? What are they doing every day? Right? I used to want to walk up, and now it's actually a real thing. There's a guy on YouTube, I think, or TikTok, and he literally walks up on people's front door and just asks them, hey, what do you do? Right? And it's turned into this big thing. But that's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to walk up on people, these beautiful homes, and I would want to ask, like, yo, what are you doing? How did you get here? Right? How did you get here? So that's the second thing about intention.
Hey, did you know that as employees, there are 7 big mistakes that we are all making before getting fired, downsized, or laid off? And I wanted to share those with you and teach you how to level up in your career. You can get that by going to www.twac.live/7mistakes. You and I have been making some egregious mistakes when it comes to our career, and we got to stop making them. I want to provide you with this context, things that I have learned throughout my career that are going to help you. So go to the website, twac.live/7mistakes, put in your name and email address, and download this free PDF that'll teach you of things that you and I can stop doing and start leveling up our career. Back to the episode.